Well, one thing I learned from Frank is that you could buy gear anywhere, but when you can't buy community. And I always did want to give to nonprofits. We all want to. We all want to give to nonprofits that we appreciate, but none of us have the money to do it. So using Loud and Clear as a vehicle to raise money for nonprofits that we believed in was a great tool. And over the last 13 years, we've raised $120,000, $10 at a time, restringing guitars. So it's about persistence, right? It's like it's amazing. I never thought I could be able to be a part of giving that much to causes that I believe in. Hi, my name is Neville Hormuz, and I own Loud and Clear Music in Cotati. So when I was young, I loved music. I remember my older sister bringing home the first album in our house was the Journey Escape album. And I remember my grandmother had a cane, and I would use it and I would pretend to play air bass to that whole album. When I was young, we would take little trips to different music stores. And the big one in the county was Zone Music. And it was in Cotati. We grew up in Petaluma, which is just the next town over. It was amazing. There was a lot of action there. It was big. There was a lot of different rooms to see different instruments and things. Those days were before the internet, and it was I think I started in 1996. And it was just when the internet was starting, but it was a really successful business. They were doing a lot of money, there was a lot of people, and it was really a hub for musicians. And the owner, Frank, was a really a very giving person. And I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from George, my old boss too, but it was more about structure and making money. I learned a lot more from Frank about, being good to people. So I was gonna just start a audio-visual installation company. So when Zone closed, I went and spoke to the landlord, who was breaking down the Zone complex into 1,000 square foot spots. And I talked him into renting me one of those. And I started Loud and Clear Audio Visual. Us as employees of Zone, really, we lost something. We lost our jobs, we lost our community, and we really wanted to create something. So it was great to have people working with me to create something after so many years of watching something dwindle that we loved. So it was good to, it felt good to create something and build a business. Yeah, music stores are a bit of a dinosaur. We were, and I almost have survivor's guilt from this, but the lockdown and the coronavirus, all the issues were actually really good for music stores. We had it was like a boon time. We never would have had money to put down a down payment on this building. It was a hard construction battle, and the beauty of it was we did it with our own team. We did it with our installation team, and one of our installer guys, Jared, he's a general contractor. He did all of our ADA stuff. Scott Jacoby did a lot of our building, and so it was made with love, because these are all people that have worked here and wanted to make it nice. So it was kind of like how we reopened with these people that had similar ideas, because we wanted to create this thing. And then even deeper when we got into the construction portion of this. And so we try to make it a fun place. We try to also showcase that music is fun. Most of our customers are not pro musicians. Many of them aren't even in bands or anything, but music is fun. You can sit with an acoustic guitar, we've all done it, and sing along with your buddies, and it's heartwarming.